about going to nursing school, but not wanting debt. So if you want to become a nurse, but you're terrified of debt, this video will help you. Now, if y'all don't know, She Nurse Savvy is here. Hello. I am currently a registered nurse. I'm a wife, a mom of 3. And when I got my associate's degree, I don't believe I had any debt. So I'm going to show you. Oh, wait, let me check my volume, y'all. Y'all know how I do. If y'all used to getting on my lives, y'all know I check my volume because I don't want to waste your time if you can't hear me. But we definitely want to get into this. I just want to check one thing because technology is amazing, but you want to be able to listen. So there we go. All right, so we're going to go over this, and anytime in this video, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. I'm not going to make this live extremely long like usually my other ones are because I have somewhere to go and I'm on a time frame. Thanks for the hearts. Hopefully you guys are giving me likes, and hey, and if you're already subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you so much. So now, on this channel, I tend to keep it real. I don't sugarcoat nothing. And like when I do my live reviews, I may say my opinion on things. But this right here, like I really encourage people to go into nursing if they want to. Thanks for the like. And I don't want you to be discouraged because of student loan debt. Now, it is a couple of ways I'm going to tell you how to go about paying for nursing school. Okay? So, and I wrote it down because I don't want to forget, and I know that this video is I'm gonna keep it up, so I don't want to miss anything. Plus, I can't make this one too long like my usual ones. All right, so first of all, you got to choose the right program. You do not have to go to a private school to get your registered nurse degree. The same people, the same people that I worked with, I started off in a community college, okay, in Michigan. I think it was less than 10,000, right? And that was my first, well, actually, maybe my first time in college. I wanted to go for business management. Hey, from India. And then, things happened. I ended up having children, and then I ended up going back and getting into the medical field. So, what I will tell you is you do not have to go to a university in order to work. Okay. You could go to a community college, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to pin your name. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna get into that too. Okay. So you can go to a community college, but do your research. Make sure there's accreditation. They're accredited, okay? Because if you go, you spend all of your money, your scholarships, your grants to a non-accredited school, and you work for a particular place, like say you work for a government hospital, they're gonna look you up. They are going to look you up for sure. And if you're not accredited, they won't even hire you. So now you fishing to look for another place that's going to actually, take you as a nurse. Some jobs, some hospitals, some facilities are weird like that. Not all of them, but you're going to have to sift through to see which ones are and which ones aren't. Now, out of these 71 people that I've had in the past couple of minutes, I only have one like. I appreciate you guys for liking. For the gentleman or woman that keeps saying, please say my name, I'm not. Because it seems like you spamming the comments and you don't need this knowledge. I did say hello, but I got to get to these bullet points that I wrote down because I have to get to my activity outside of here. All right, so... And you said, who am I? You must have missed the introduction. This is She Nurse Savvy. This is my channel. I'm a registered nurse currently. I am a wife, a mom of 3, And I'm going to help people that want to get into nursing school do it with minimal to zero debt. Hey, hello. All right. So, like I said, choose your program wisely. Do your research. You know, you don't have to go to the top university that's going to charge you $50,000. You can go to a community college and level up after that. You can also, um, you know, work with that associate's degree once you pass boards. And while you're working, you can also go back to school. Because most of the time you can work and do an online bachelor degree program and level up like that in less than 4 years to get your full bachelor's degree. It only took me 3 with my 2-year associates and my 1 year to get my bachelor's. All right, so number 2, financial aid. Financial aid. Okay, wait, let me just mute this person because they keep spamming the comments. And when I get to the questions, that's not going to be fair to the ones that I need to see and answer questions or at least say hi to. So I had to mute that one. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so financial aid, FAFSA. So if you don't know what FAFSA is, FAFSA. Go on there. Usually I tell people to go on that website in the beginning of the year. January, be on it, okay? A lot of people miss out on grants because they don't think they qualify. Go on there, fill out whatever information you need to do, and it'll tell you what you qualify for. You know, I think I had a grant all through my nursing school, as well as for my associate's degree in nursing, as well as for my bachelor's. I had a grant. All right, so you don't want to leave no money on the table. The next one we're gonna talk about is scholarships. So I recently did a video. Since it's May, it has closed now, but I recently did a video. It was a company, HRSA. That is the Nurse Corps scholarships. They pay for you to go back to school, whether you are LPN, RN, going for a master's. And they give you a monthly stipend. I don't know how much because I haven't been through that process, but they give it to you. As well as if you're already a nurse and you want to pay off student loan debt, same company. HRSA. So go on that website, find that video, go on that website. I think I tagged it in the comments or something like that, or maybe in the description. When they're open again, you need to get a notification for them. When you get those emails, they let you know when they're open. I believe the scholarship is open for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks. So you have to go through this process, fill out all of your stuff, but that is something worth filling out. And for the ones that want to get nursing school paid, of course, you're going to have to work for an underserviced hospital or facility for whatever amount of years that it takes for them to give you funding. They want you to work in those areas so that you can say they paying for 2 years of school from me. They want me to work in an underserviced area for 2 years, the same place for 2 years, in order to make it seem like they. Okay, let's see if y'all can hear me because my husband. Yes, okay. So he called me during the live. Let me just message him so that. Let me message him so that he can let me know what's going on. So yes, so definitely, oh, I'm sorry, that was all interrupted. But yes, the HRSA, that's helpful. Go to that video. That video was knowledge, okay? So with that, this can help you in the future because right now it's closed. So I don't know if they open it up once a year or every 6 months. I'm not 100% sure, but when I saw that it was open, oh, I tapped in because I wanted to make sure that the information was out there. I applied for them to pay for my student loan debt. I mean, and I think the requirement was only 45 weeks at your current employer, which I thought you had to be there for 2 years, and you don't. So if I said that in a video, I apologize. Definitely reach out to HRSA, because that is something important and you need to get onto that funding. All right. So scholarships can come from, national organizations all the way up to churches. Okay. I've seen my church for several years give scholarships to the youth that's graduating high school to go towards their college tuition. So it's a possibility. I mean, of course, those scholarships may not be as abundant, but every thousand helps. Okay, even if it's 500 to pay for your books, it helps. All right, so let's get into a couple of tips. So Tylenol future, yes, I am a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. This is year 10 for me. And I said it in the beginning, Giovanna, so I'm sorry if you missed the intro. But Tylenol Future Care Scholarship is a big one. HRSA is another big one that I spoke of and did a whole video on. So go to that video and watch that. And then Minority Nurse Magazine Scholarship is another. Now, work study or tuition, hospital tuition reimbursement are two good ones as well. So for work study, of course, you can work while you're in school, and that's going to help to pay off your tuition. It also gives you a little bit of money on the side too. But when it comes to hospital tuition reimbursement, this is pretty good. Now, of course, if they give you the tuition reimbursement, they want you to work for them for X amount of time. And what you have to do is, if you want to go to school for little or nothing and they're going to reimburse or whatever they're going to do, you got to find a hospital that you want to work for, I think they may say 2 years, maybe. But if not, don't apply for that. Don't apply for that hospital tuition reimbursement, because they're going to want their money back if you don't stay with them. So say you finish school, you get a nursing job with them, and you had it, you was fed up, and you left in 6 months. They're going to come to your door like, where my money? And best believe you're not going to have your last check. So you don't want to go through that process. You don't want to have hospital lawyers coming at you for funding that they paid for you to stay with them, and you pretty much breached the contract. Okay, so, and if it's any nurses in the chat, let me know right now. Any nurses, let me know so that I can see if you agree upon this. I'm going to wait for a minute for y'all to say me or I'm a nurse. Let me know. I'm just scrolling through the comments as well. And yeah, Eric, people are so rude. Let me see. Nice. Scream Tantrum Riley. You got grants for your LPN program. So you can chime into this too. This question that I'm going to ask. You finished, you just waiting on your NCLEX. Perfect. Okay. So if I'm not going to wait too long, because I know that, like I said, I have to do something, and my husband literally called me during this live feed. So I have to make sure that I get this for y'all and then get moving. So nurses, if you're looking at it right now, or if you're looking at it in the future, hopefully you've already liked and subscribed to this channel. If you've heard my voice or seen me or can relate to any of my content, that is free. But nurses, do you think becoming a CNA first helps you to become a better nurse? Let me know in the comments, yes or no. Or if you don't know, say I don't know. Let me know. But I won't wait too long for the, you don't know. Okay. So becoming a CNA actually helps you to get more hands-on experience. Now, for me, I was a phlebotomist before I was a nurse. I was a CNA for a few months while I was taking the NCLEX. So I wasn't a CNA for years. I was a phlebotomist. So I was doing patient care. I did do venopunctures. I did specimen processing. I did that. But when it came to like patient care outside of drawing blood, I didn't do. So that's why I went and worked as a tech, not a CNA, but I worked as a tech in the ER so that I could get a feel for, how it is on the unit. And it actually helped. It gives you real life situations of what's going to happen. So, yes, I say for people to go work as a CNA, get that experience, earn money while you're in school, earn that CNA money while you're in school. Some facilities will pay for your RN, your LPN because you work for them as a CNA. That's another way to go to school without debt. All right. Side hustles. Okay, when I was in nursing school, I worked part-time. My husband, which was my boyfriend at the time, had a couple of jobs. He helped me with bills. We lived in two separate places, two separate apartments because we weren't married. We wanted to have that because my daughters were not his biological children. So we wanted to do it right. We wanted to show them the right way. So shout out to my husband. I love him. So when it comes to side hustles, I had a brand called Unique Beauty. It was literally a silhouette of my head to the side with my natural hair out. And I had t-shirts, I had dresses, I had hoodies, I had long sleeve shirts. I literally handmade earrings. Okay. That business, because I had a natural hair group on Facebook, that helped me to pay additional bills, still be a mom, and still pay for stuff that was required for my children. So side hustles are helpful. Right now, I'm a scrub business owner. So, the scrubs that I sell are inexpensive. They are for my clearance tops, my half zipper tops that has been on my website for a little bit longer, they're like $10. For the pants that go with them, they are $15 because I don't believe in overcharging people when my inventory has been sitting there. It could get to somebody at an affordable price. I have new scrubs that I have where it's like a tulip top, black and seal blue. And the top is 25, the bottoms are 25. They are new, they're a different design from my older ones. And then even my scrubs with the jacket are $60. So my stuff is affordable. Like, you can get a scrub set for $50, which you can't get that in stores. And if you go on the clearance part of my website, you can get a set for $25 if those sizes are still there, because all of them are not. Okay, so scrub business is a side hustle that makes you some coin. Okay, if you have the right audience. I didn't always have this YouTube channel, but I've always been a nurse wearing my own brand. So if you look at some of my videos in the beginning of this video in the beginning of this live that I started, I was wearing my scrubs. Once I got monetized, I was able to tag my store in the video. So people would see it, but the majority of my income didn't come from YouTube sales. It came from word of mouth, people that I worked with, people that bought beforehand, and I was a travel nurse. So I was advertising myself when I was working. So YouTube is another one. If you're monetized, if you are not lazy and you throwing them videos out here like this. If you look at my channel, I have hundreds of videos. And this channel is, well, I got hacked December the 30th of 2023. And that channel was 23,000 subscribers. And I didn't give up, so I push forward and I start recording again. This channel, it pretty much started in December 31st, maybe 2023. Is it 2023 or 2024? Yeah, 2023. So it's a little bit over a year, but see where I'm at now. Like I'm 278,000 subscribers, right? Way surpassed, way far beyond my first channel because I was consistent. I didn't let a hacker bother me from being great. So be careful with YouTube because it's a lot of people that want to sell you stuff, but really they want to log into your page, take your subscribers and sell them some fake Bitcoin. That's what happened to me. And YouTube did not help me get my page back. But anyway, so I'm happy that this page is here now. It's more consistent income that I'm getting from the first, as well as I'm being able to share more nursing because that page went to something else and it deterred from nursing. And it was more so travel nursing, and then it was food related things. So you only get nursing here. All right, so tutoring. If you have some type of expertise that you can sell for you being a tutor, get on it. Okay. Freelance writing. Look, I wrote this down because I don't want to forget. But nursing students are creative. When you can't work a full-time job, or when you can't, or when you paying out of pocket for school and you don't want any debt, you want to bring more money into the household. So you want to think about whatever different little things that you can. And then sometimes when you are done with school, you still have that creativity. So keep that creativity because you can charge for that. But yeah, I literally ran my own side hustle while I was in nursing school. And whatever gift you have, use it. All right, another one. Avoid this mistake. Do not borrow student loans just because you qualify for them. You have, let's give an example. You're at a university, which I recommend people go to community because it's cheaper. So you're at a university, your tuition is $12,000 a semester. Don't take out a $20,000 loan when you are approved for grants, scholarships, and maybe you only needed an extra $1,000. If you couldn't side hustle money that $1,000 and not worry about this huge loan that you got to get a refund check, remember, it's easy to get student loans as a student. You know why? Because you're going to be paying back that money with interest. So it looks easy, like, oh yeah, I'm about to get $19,000 back, which that's unrealistic, but just saying, oh, I'm going to get all of this money back. And then when you graduate, you have your degree. Hopefully you work in the field that you took that student loan out for. You're going to have to pay that back. And if you don't, they're garnishing your wages. So, I mean, the bill literally was not too long ago. I heard that they're garnishing wages in May. So, no, don't do that. So also, you have to budget. You have to plan ahead. You want to make sure that you treat every dollar like you're planting a seed. Okay? Don't just be grabbing all of this and you just blowing it on insignificant stuff. I mean, oh, I'm gonna go shopping. Oh, I'm gonna get some shoes. I'm gonna get some clothes. I'm gonna get some jewelry. You could get that when you graduate and you start working as a nurse. Trust me, the money is not dried up in that area, especially when you're not used to that amount of money. You could get stuff for yourself then. Just be patient. All right, bonus tip. Tuition-free nursing. Have you heard of it? Let me know in the comments. Have you heard of tuition-free nursing? Tuition-free nursing schools. I need y'all to chime in. I'm waiting on this one. Chime in. Have you heard of tuition-free nursing? Yes or no? Have you heard of it? Or have you heard of states that offer free community college for their residents? No? Okay. So, what I will tell you, you have to do your research because, like right now in Michigan, because I'm in Michigan, there is a Michigan Merit Scholarship that will pay for schooling. I don't know all of the scholarships in different states, but this is something that has been available. Yes, you have. Okay, perfect, Blue. This it has been available for right now. I believe it like high school graduates that have graduated this past year or two. Like my two daughters are now in college, but if they needed, actually, my daughters are using the Michigan Merit Scholarship right now because it was available to them, and it still is for them graduating from high school to go into college. So with this Michigan Merit, this gives you the opportunity to apply it towards school. So if you wanted to do CNA, LPN, phlebotomy, um, RN nursing, use that's one scholarship that you could use. Absolutely use it. On top of other ones that's out here. I want y'all got a little bit of homework from me because I can't stay too longer. Google whatever your state is and Google nursing scholarships. Google that in your state. And when you're done Googling that, you can Google mine, like if you're African American, Indian, whatever your race is, Google your race scholarships in your state. Some of them are state specific, some of them are national. Let me see, are they doing that? Some schools ran out of funding. Yes, they are still doing that. They are. You in Colorado? Oh, nice. But yeah, Michigan Merit. So I don't know about other schools, but in Michigan, my daughters use that right now. Yes. But yeah, do your research. Google your state. Google what scholarships is out there. I mean, Google is available. That's free. So if you can find something that gives you funding, finding it for free by just doing a little bit of research, that's worth it. And maybe you just don't know what direction to go into, but definitely do that. And some places may just give nursing scholarships, and it doesn't have to be state specific, or they may just give you $1,000 at your credit union, like, or $500. My credit union paid for my books once because they get my direct deposit, so they've been seeing my money. They know that I'm contributing, so they gave a little bit back. But you don't know until you do your research and you apply for it. All right, so if I could go to nursing school with minimal debt while raising a family, because back then, even though I was in a relationship, I was a single mom, right? My older children, their dad really didn't help me. I was a single mom. I wasn't going to pull all that pressure on my boyfriend, which is now my husband, right now, but I wasn't going to put all that pressure on him to take care of all of us, and we're just dating. I put the pressure on myself. It was hard. I had a village to help me when I was in school to watch them, and I went to work, but it wasn't an easy task. It wasn't, because now if I was to go back to school, my husband is here. My 6-year-old, which will be 7 in a couple of weeks, he got me. So if I needed to go to school, I could go and not have to worry about, oh, well, who's going to watch my little one? It takes a village. But it was definitely hard. I'm not going to tell you it was easy. But in life, if you find something super easy, it's not going to give you a true benefit. If you grind for what you have and you obtain it and you keep going and you keep pushing and you keep excelling, you're going to be great. You're going to feel great. You're going to know it's worth it. Blood, sweat, and tears, it's worth it. Nothing in life is going to be easy. And if it is, question it. Question it. You know, I talked about the side hustles. When I did my unique beauty brand, I was selling that to a group of natural hair people. And then, you know, word of mouth got out. My family was supporting me, but I didn't have a website. That was more word of mouth. And now I've expanded to something of what I'm doing in nursing. So, you know, I have a website. I have I'm my own model. I have coworkers saying, when you get new sizes for me, I need a 2X or 3X. I need an extra small, which I haven't gotten extra smalls. I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of people ask for that. But my business knowledge has grown from there to here to where I'm filing taxes at the, you know, when it's time for taxes because of my profit, and I need to make sure that I'm compliant. Now, the little side hustle while I was doing the t-shirts and the earrings, that was just under the table. You know, that was like PayPal me type deal before Zelle was out. So as you grow, more things is going to help you to get where you at. You're going to grind a little bit harder, and you're going to look at what you did in the past, and you're going to look and say, dang, I really went through all of this. And it's a lot of people watching you that's not talking. And when you achieve greatness, they going to clap for you. And if they don't, they haters. Don't worry about it. Because I'm going to clap for you. That's why I love when people say they graduated. Like, let me see. Scream Tantrum Riley. I love to see that. Just graduated, waiting to take my NCLEX. I love to see when nurses are coming on, because some of the nurses that's working right now, like myself, you know, they may go away from the bedside. They may go and increase their knowledge and get a master's degree for leadership, education, nurse practitioner, you know, what's the other one? What is it called? It's more research driven, but it's masters. It's a master degree as well. I forgot. I don't want to waste time trying to remember it, but anything that you got to fight for and grind for is worth it. Mark my words. It's worth it. All right, let me see. What's this at the bottom? There's programs out there as well for people who are first generation college goers, and those parents are who have never received bachelor's. Oh, see, that's good to know, Blue, because people got to do their research, right? So it's a lot easier for us to Google this information because we have computers. When I was in high school, I mean, I got a big box gateway computer because I was going to college. Like, it wasn't cell phones to kind of look online. It was none of that. So, you know, this generation now has all of this technology. It's AI. You can go in Chat GPT and say, help me find X, Y, and Z to get me to nursing school, or help me get this job. What should I say? And another thing, if you are a new nurse, I'm thinking about, or even if you just need this sample, I am in the process of making a sample resume for new nurses. I'm trying to think of what platform to put it on, but it's literally going to be a template for you to edit and put your information, but it's going to set it up to where your employer, your future employer is going to look at it and say, wow, okay, this is organized. I know where they've been in nursing school, what they're currently doing now, what are their experiences, their licensure, their education. I have a template that I'm literally working on. So if you want that, let me know. If I do sell it, it'll probably be $5. It's not gonna be an arm and a leg. So let me know if you're interested in that. I'll probably be finishing that sometime in the next, I don't know, before the summer is out 100%, but I won't be as quick if not enough people want it. But anyway, that is all. I haven't seen any questions, but if you have any, let me know really quick and I'll answer them. And hopefully everybody is subscribed to the channel and has given your girl a like, because I appreciate you guys. And by you showing appreciation, you liking the video, you subscribing to the channel. If somebody needs these nuggets, this is only 35 minutes. We doing good. If anybody needs this, share this to them. Okay, this is free information. I'm not selling anything on this video. I'm telling you to do your research. If you want to do, get any additional things, you can. But this is free knowledge for you. So I am going to wrap this up. If you want to talk about anything else for the next live, let me know. I'm not sure if I'll do it in a couple of weeks because my daughter's birthday, we may do something for that weekend. Not 100% sure, but if you want to get more information on nursing, or you just have a nursing question, put it in the comments. Even if this live is over, let me know. But thank you so much, guys. I got to run. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.